the sound of machinery running.
Alright.
You fucking tech priest.
All praise the Omnisaya.
The cult of Mars is real.
The dragon living in the middle of Mars is real.
Oh.
Lance says, no.
I'll unlock the crossbow bolt and just put it back. Just give Willie a look and leave.
Holy shit. You scary.
One of these times we gotta remember to steal some of the dollies.
Yeah, the hauling up of the queen-size mattress up the spiral staircase of the 5th floor, that takes some doing. But it can be done.
The washer and dryer, they're probably being hooked up downstairs in the lobby.
Yeah, say.
You don't say.
It's just like, well, maybe I can use my elevator thing, yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah,
That'll
your gear
work.
dumbwaiter.
Girl, boom! Turns out it wasn't very reliable.
I mean, how much does a washer and dryer weigh in the grand scheme of things anyway, right? You can hold comfortably up to 100 pounds. Maybe.
Hey Tony, I'm asking you of this, one, because I have no clue, and two, because I'm hoping you won't tear it apart and trade it away like the last one. When you get a chance, could you look at the steering on this truck? I don't quite think it meets your seal of approval.
What is it? Power
Kind of
steering?
pulls... I don't know, it just pulls to the left.
Oh, it has torque steering.
Sure. Although I think doesn't torque steering normally happen to the right?
It's a crazy
Maybe.
world out there.
Maybe
It's like
you have
it's
the
all been
mystical...
flipped on its head.
What could it mean?
Maybe you've been riding in an import car from Europe? I don't know.
They flipped the truck!
Mother of God. I'll take a look at it after I get the washer and dryer set up. Or
Everyone
at
gains
least-
5 insanity points.
Wait.
And that's when I surprise you all by transitioning to Call of Cthulhu from all Fletch.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
You say that like it would be a surprise.
The campaign will be over quickly for sure now.
It could be COC, or it could be any of the Warhammers.
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
honestly, a zombie apocalypse, the color of gold/yellow.
We're not actually on Earth, it's just coincidence that so many places look and sound the same as our modern Earth. We're actually in a backwoods 40k world.
I'm just
Someone
saying, the Yellow King.
Yeah, a certain H word a couple times.
And that explains why, like, some of these elements that you challenge me on, like, yeah, that doesn't make sense. You're right.
There's
Go
actually
down.
a Chaos Rift open below Summer Meadow.
What does that make Tony?
Haster.
Fucked.
I like it. Wait.
Desiccation's actually just a demon host. It all
we're-
makes sense now.
But Lance is a vampire.
No, he's not.
Okay, we're fine.
He's been in the sun before, begrudgingly.
Begrudging.
Everything he does in the light's begrudgingly.
Yes, it's true. But anyway, now it's nighttime. That means the party on the roof can begin.
Woo, solar panel booze.
Boo, no girls allowed. Boo.
I was going
Type
to
of
tell.
fucking boring parties.
I mean, what does Grace want on the roof?
I was probably just going to tell Eugene that, there were some jaunty people there. Also, how are you doing? Chained to that.
Oh, happy to be alive?
That's a thing. Well, actually, you can't get me up if Tony blows something up. Oh well, just,
Hey.
you too. If something explodes where Tony is, just, make sure he didn't catch everything else on fire.
They both give unamused looks at Grace.
I'm working on the.
And then they look towards Eugene and says, and Lance says, "Good. Now the real party can begin. Alfonso, get the funnel."
They're gonna kill Potman with booze.
Alfonso grabs the funnel, like Lance takes a massive pitcher and empties the still out into it. All right, Eugene. This is our test between Alfonso and I. Determine how credible you are.
If you can't make it before this Earth, you can't down this entire bong full. You can't be trusted. We're throwing you off the roof.
Just fair warning. I come from a bootlegger family.
This will be even better. All right. Alfonso readies the funnel in the tube so that it leads down to Eugene's mouth.
Have you guys heard of Granny's Hooch brand hooch?
Got some in my backpack.
Right. No. Okay. Considering how Eugene has done plenty of this in his day, I just want this to be a simple constitution test.
Hell yeah.
As Lance begins emptying the pitcher into the funnel.
Alright, let's see here. Simple constitution test.
Should be a 1d10 plus 6 for you. Oh, yeah. Yeah, start, you are fucking drunk. 2, you hold it just fine.
Shit, you would have made that on a simple test.
Didn't he just say it was a simple one?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean difficult.
Yeah, that's what Ryan meant, difficult. But yeah, Lance empties out the pitcher of his solar still. Alfonso eggs you out with a cigarette in his mouth.
It did say you wanted to test different sleeping aids and find out whether it was the drugs or not.
And then you manage to take it and hold your own. They're like, yeah, and they cheer you.
Potman burps. He is fine.
Lance says, "There we go, test complete. You are one of us." And he pats Eugene on the back.
Tastes like home.
Your home tastes like... Alright.
Tastes like, what, a backyard still?
Well, more along of an on-the-roof still.
Your on-the-roof still tastes positively backyardy.
That's the effect I was going for. Good. Alfonso sit back down and begin to go through the process of their nightly ritual of making jokes to each other.
Potman can handle that, too.
Oh, shucks, guys. I think I could go to sleep.
Well, unfortunately for Potman, I think Trusty Tony will be up there, too.
Trusty Tony's going up 11 o'clock sharp.
All right.
Some grease on his
late night
hands.
smoke.
Late night.
So, back some point around when we got back, would actually ask over the radio if anything happened while we were out.
There will be a negative on that. Jack's continuing to be with you. Lance radioing that nothing popped up in the basement. Nothing of noteworthy interest having appeared, or any other soldiers being spotted.
I will definitely say that, whoever's on watch, and this is really ironic considering what's going on, probably needs to be extra cautious and pay extra attention because we saw the largest pack of zombie rats that I've ever seen running around down in that town.
And there goes the party.
There's a beat, and then Lance says, "Oh yeah, for sure, we'll be good. You know us, Fletch."
He holds back, saying that's what I was afraid of.
You think you can hear Alfonso laughing in the background.
And a faint chug, chug, chug.
Yeah! Woo! Trusty Tony! Yeah! What the fuck are you guys doing?
Just saying, if you think you see something, we might even want to put a spotlight on it or something just to be sure during the night.
There's another pause, and Alfonso says, "Yeah, sure. We got it. I don't want to get mobbed by rats either." God help
All
us
right,
if
I'll leave you guys to it.
if they flood into the basement in one of the warehouse districts that we can't possibly see from here, and then we have to deal with all of the... Hey, if you could find that rebar at some point and get those passengers sealed up, that'd be really, really, really great, because now I'm thinking about rats being down there. Thanks.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. I mean, we tried to find
Can't
some.
argue with that.
Jack says, yeah, now I'm thinking about that too.
We tried to find some. It's just shitty rebar. I mean, we could just shore it up with wood and then use that to support the wall while it dries.
Then you hear a panicked voice over the radio from what if desiccation, like, there's like a Pied Piper and he like leads all of the glass.
That's really dumb, Zane.
I would
also
actually
really
be kind of
realistic.
impressed.
Shut up, you guys. I'm trying to calm him down.
Oh,
We should.
yeah. I'm really bad at calming Zane down.
Zane, don't listen to Potman. He's just a pothead.
That's
says-
a good thing to tell him.
Rick says, actually, the whole thing, that actually does sound like it's quite plausible.
God damn it, Jax.
Excuse me?
Do we have anything that we could just temporarily block off the
I
stairwells
apologize.
with?
I'm eating pizza right now, so I'm not really focused on what the voices are.
Sure. Well, you've all discussed this before. Certainly you could, like, say, if you really wanted to, you could, like, just, like, pull out, like, enough, like, sheet metal to rivet them shut completely, but then you
Well-
wouldn't be able to get down to horticulture.
I'm thinking, like, the rats probably aren't very strong. Like, even if it were just as simple as putting something to block the downward stairwell or whatever, block it so much that something small couldn't, like, climb up the stairs and get to the next landing.
Like,
The
what?
trick is making something they can't chew through.
Well, metal.
Have you also seen how tiny a hole a rat can push its body through?
Yeah, it's a really small.
Basically, as big as its skull is. That's
That's why you make it a very small, or very, what's the word, very, let's say, snug fit.
Yeah, I'm just saying like if we wanted to put up chicken wire or something, we'd have to make sure it's engaged thick enough they can't chew
Well, that's-
through.
That's why I'm asking input to help come up with an idea so we can actually secure it better.
Right, no, I'm agreeing. A mesh with small holes and thick wire would be helpful.
And then they bring the zombie goats. Then what?
So you don't have that on hand at the base. So you could possibly get something like that.
Could we have Potman jury rig some of it?
Actually,
Craft
mean-
metalworking would be.
yeah,
like,
you give Potman a steady supply of metal and some...
He would need to
basic
have
tools.
his hands free.
There's an idea.
Well, we'll see how he does after the night.
But in regards to, like, you know, actually making it so that even the rats couldn't pass through, that's anything
Yeah.
that you could cobble together tonight would have enough gaps in it. Without just simply, like, riveting it. You just completely
I wonder, how big are the gaps in shopping cart sides and stuff?
Pretty
Big
big.
enough. Big
shut.
enough.
That's big enough.
Rats push through.
Okay.
Unless they're like those big fucking rats you find in New York City, like the Norwegian rats here.
For context, most rats, even big ones, can fit under most doors.
Yep.
It's a comforting thought, I know.
Aw. Adorable.
I mean, it's just sort of a thing in New York.
Anyway, Missy's not on the roof.
Well, Tony will go find her. Oh, look, she's down in Tony's room.
Well, she sleeps on the 7th floor.
Oh. They sleep on the same floor. Weird.
Yeah.
Why is it weird?
And that's even better that, like, Trusty Tony, like, goes looking for, like, on the roof, like...
He's got no fucking clue.
I think the only
Jesus.
one that nobody sleeps on or that slept on alone is Potman's because he made it impossible for anybody to get in and out of.
Factually correct.
I mean, the 7th
By
floor is like...
design.
Isn't the 7th floor the executive floor?
Yes.
That's why Tony took it. Yeah.
I think even Lance is up there now.
No, he's on the 6th floor with
Sixth?
Alfonso.
Yeah, he's gonna go walk down the
And-
7th floor, so I'd be like, Missy!
Apparently,
Yes,
maybe
I-
Grace.
Missy says, she calls from her, like, executive office instead of, Trusty Tony's executive office. Yes?
Do you have any more of that drug cocktail stuff to knock out Potman? We're going to test it here because Jack's got pissy at us. And if it works, then we can, do it here instead of taking him outside the base.
She says, alright, yeah, I'd already prepared some. I need to go over to the medical tower, but I can get that for you.
I'll walk with you.
Missy will say, no. There's no need for that. I know how busy you are with all of the things that I hear on this floor constantly.
I know how little soap you use.
Really, I'll be right back. It's not like I need an escort.
Rats.
It's not like I need an escort.
Jeez,
Okay.
she's just
Unless
handing out "I'm about to die" dialogue.
Okay, Tony's going to be like, okay, I'll be on the roof.
Alright. Missy takes 15 minutes. I know, 15 minutes, 15 miles. It's just a go-to number. Comes up to the roof with those 2 auto-injectors and says, I don't suppose you brought back the last 2, did you?
I didn't put them in the truck because I never went back to the truck after I used them.
No, they
Exactly.
were. You probably left them inside the house.
Given the whole waking up and startled and people with guns.
We can get them back. They're still probably in the house, and no one's gonna go looking at that place. Trust me.
Okay.
You'll get them back. Trust me as well.
Well, all right then, Eugene. And she narrows her eyes at Eugene.
Yes?
Tilts her head. And then, like, her nose twitches. She casts an accusing look at Lance and Alfonso. Lance looks over and says, what? Well, not gonna be able to give this to him. As your theoretical physician, even though my primary work is on animals, I can't suggest you taking these in your current condition.
Potman's smile droops.
You gotta remember the placebo effect in this situation. He believes it's gonna go badly, it's gonna go badly.
What with... And then, like, she, like, looks down near Potman's feet and, like, the massive, like, fucking pitcher and the funnel that they just left strewn out of the roof.
Now, let's analyze what she's saying. She doesn't advise you take them.
Wink.
That's right. She does note that she primarily does work on animals because she's a vet.
Wink.
Eugene is an animal.
You can totally take it under advisement as you inject them.
That's right. As he says, but, I might not know that much about human physiology. It's not like I know how to knock you out or anything. Your call.
So wait until I sober up.
At this point, Missy says, she looks up at Tony and says, against my better judgment, I don't think he's in a proper state to make decisions for himself. You're his friend. These are for you. She hands you the injectors and then leaves.
She should know better. This is like she's
angry.
This is giving them to Tony is basically asking them to go through with it.
She's not angry so much as she just wrote this off as not her problem. She pulled a Riggs.
Well, Potman, what do you say?
Probably wait till I sober up.
And when will that be? Because I seem to see a never-ending supply of alcohol up here.
You don't see shit.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Lance and Alfonso say in unison.
As they're drinking.
That is a factually correct statement.
Well, keep Potman out of the invisible alcohol vapors or whatever's up here. Long enough for me to inject him with this in about, 4 hours when he's sobered up enough. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna wake up in the morning, and if you're still awake, I'm gonna hit you with this stuff. Ta-ta!
Lance says, man,
Oh,
what a
shit.
downer. Father's this fucking jerk. Quit riding my crotch, you fucking car salesman.
I heard that.
God.
I'm right below you, you know.
God, I said it so you could hear it.
Well, I heard it.
Well, good, because I was talking to you.
Potman, just be quiet.
Lance looks over at Eugene and says, you know, I am so sorry. I did not even know that they were going to pump you full of even more drugs.
I didn't know that I couldn't drink and do drugs. That's new.
Father says, what kind of fucking doctor says that shit?
Probably a good one.
Lance says,
Fucking Killjoy.
wait a
that's who.
second, she's a veterinarian. What does she know about the human anatomy?
Bananamy.
More than we do.
Fuck. If Father says, no, Eugene's totally got this. He's got to man up and say, fuck it! I do what I want with my body. That's why I'm chained to the roof.
What?
Lance starts laughing then. Alright. It's a good moment. We'll go ahead and end the session there.
It doesn't need to have a lot of narrative or anything. I was curious to actually check in on Kat and see how she's doing with being busted and everything.
Slowly healing, her arm still has not fully recovered to be of functional use yet.
Yeah, well, we didn't really put it in a functional splint or anything.
Yeah, we just sort of just said, it'll heal.
That being said, she is not exactly enjoying being confined here under advisement, but she figures that her arm should take the time to fully restore itself before she tries to use it again.
Well, you know, it's just advisement. Like, you can...
Well, that's just it. She goes out there, she tries to use the arm, she gets hurt again, and besides, she's heard about all these car trips.
Oh,
They've
I'm
got
not saying
terrible-
use the arm, but, like, you know, it's not like you're confined to the med bay or anything.
Maybe not. But she's definitely alright with staying in here, especially after hearing about what's happened with all these vehicles.
Yeah.
Come to think of it,
Yeah.
she actually has one more life point than Fletch does right now.
I can fix that.
So can she.
I only have to take out one more arm.
Whoa.
Just give Riggs an excuse to shoot someone.
That's
He
right.
really,
All I
really
gotta
wants
do
to kill
is
someone.
all I gotta do
Give
is go
Jax a
and
new scapegoat.
just gotta go and whisper things into Riggs' ear that Kat's been saying about him.
That she's eating our food.
She's crippled. She's not doing anything, and she's eating. All she does
See,
is sleep and
break you in
eat.
half.
You're making arguments that Potman would find pretty compelling, too.
Except apparently I've somehow become the good guy.
I guess so.
Tom-
When has Fletch ever not been?
Yeah.
Except for that.
I mean, he's a little bit sadistic when he dispatches the bad guys, but
Believe me, most of it's the actual motive is that it helps me survive better by helping others.
Yes, it's the
Yeah,
worst
even-
good guy.
even so, compared to everyone else,
Is there anything else you folks would like to do?
I have a mattress. I'm good.
Right.
Since Tony's not gonna be able to do
It's-
anything over the night, he's tired, so he's gonna be sleeping on whatever.
This mattress is
I
getting
wish he had a
broken in.
mattress
Well, it's more comfortable than what Trusty Tony slept on the night before.
or a chair.
This mattress is definitely getting broken in tonight.
Oh,
It doesn't have
Oh,
any
my.
bones.
oh my!
Oh my.
Getting broken in with the sadness of sleeping alone.
No, the kitten's there.
It
He gets
always counts on the
confined
kitten.
too.
You can always count on the death of us.
The only thing Grace is going to do before going to sleep is just do a little bit of maintenance on the crossbow and then just go to sleep.
Alright. What kind of tools does she have to do crossbow maintenance?
We got a bag of tricks. I don't need to explain shit.
Yes, you do. You know, those bag of trips are assumed to be like, okay, they're at base. I carry them with me from base. This is your base.
It's also things that you can generally assume that some people might carry around.
Screwdrivers, small wrenches, things to tighten, things to loosen, that type of deal. A bit of rosin for the bowstring.
Okay. That's fine. Anything else?
Well, Tony's gonna go to sleep dreaming of glorious ceiling fans with razor blades attached to them, a field of them.
A field of ceiling fans with razor blades attached to them.
Razor
I picture them growing upside down out of the field like a really macabre set of flowers.
A man can dream.
I see fields of razor-tipped ceiling fans.
I
Skies
And
of
roses
blood.
too.
It's a certain type of love blooming.
And I think to myself,
I mean, come on, guys. We do
What
have
a
a shit. We do have a shit.
grisly world.
We do have a shit ton of light bulbs, a shit ton of ceiling fans, and a lot of just scrap metal lying around.
That's some fucked up shit.
You know, like all the light bulbs, we could bust those and make pretty simple intruder detection type things with it.
Yeah, except for, you know, desiccation, who can just walk over them. Who can just,
Well,
like, you know,
obviously there are exceptions,
Make a whipple shield out of the.
but like all the commandos in the basement we were worried about.
if there is nothing else, though, beyond that,
I will say, since I have a nice mattress and Sam has gotten out of her depression, it seems, but definitely, suggest that if she doesn't feel like sleeping alone in a crappy little sleeping bag or cot or whatever, there's plenty of room.
well, Sam will say that maybe whenever Fletch's body gets better and he doesn't have to worry about walls falling on him.
That's never going to change.
Basically, when you get your stitches out.
In that case, Sam will say in that case she doesn't want to sleep with you because she doesn't want a wall to fall on her.
Well, we've already been over it. These walls aren't falling down.
no.
Didn't Shield counter? Didn't you say that these walls are always suspect of falling down?
That's a joke. People say silly things when they're joking around. You know how it is.
Well, Sam's like, I don't know. I mean, look
Shut
at
up
you.
and touch my penis.
And that's the seduction roll.
Okay, you can make a seduction roll of minus 6.
Hey, charisma, attractiveness, smooth talking.
Yeah.
No, definitely just say, like, look, if you're worried about, like, if you're worried about hurting me or anything, like, we
Then
can just
don't.
can literally just, sleep if you want.
I won't be sleeping.
Samantha says, well, I do like to lay down in bed to sleep.
Well, then we're in agreement.
I'm not sure how I feel about your tone of voice.
Look, I'm not pressuring you to do anything. I'm just saying, like,
It's gonna happen.
it's here if you're interested.
It's here.
It is here.
It. Wink.
Well, okay. Like Samantha will, like, slowly consent to sleeping in the queen-size bed.
Because it's so terrible.
It's so comfortable.
You fucking comfortable ass bastard.
That's right. Of course, no one else fought to try to get a bed for them. It was, we're getting a bed for Fletch. All right.
There was no question about it. Like, that's what
Was
I
no
was
question.
doing with my scavenging time.
Yeah.
I got a truck to replace the one that was given up, and I got a bed.
All right. It's a good trade.
Progress.
Anything else from any of the other players?
Barring having to actually have seductive conversation with you, I will make a roll for it if you would prefer.
No, there's no need. Samantha's been so, like, broken down and beaten enough mentally that,
Oh, right, water.
Okay.
Well,
that Fletch can provide enough mental pressure. Or so-
Manipulating the shit
Gen-
out of someone with
Gentle
issues.
coercion. Gentle coercion before her mental state fully recovers.
There you go. There you go. There's no need for a roll of that. She does not have the mental faculties right now to resist her rescuer. Unless you want to actually sweet talk me, right? This would be good. I like that.
Do it.
Feel free.
I
I
don't know.
won't hang up the call or anything.
I'll hang it up for you, Aaron.
This is just what all the viewers have been waiting for.
Well, after the
Hell,
conversation,
it's what most of the players have been waiting for.
Ryan has been waiting for this for a while.
Clearly.
Chris's
Go on.
avatars have been hinting at it since the beginning.
That's right. Slowly pressuring everyone else into doing this.
Of course.
Well, in that
I'm okay
case-
with never having experienced seduced Grimith in my life.
And yet, you're about to.
Tell me more.
Please. No.
Please.
No, I'm
Tell
good.
me more.
All right, fantastic. Well,
I'm going to. I don't care whether it's true or not. I'm going to say character ability exceeds my ability at seducing Grimith, and I will relegate that to rolls if I have to.
And I will also say that Samantha's ability to resist it is much less than my ability to resist it.
Are you sure?
But Grimith, we've known
You
each
have
other so
earned
long.
it.
I know we have. Any of the other players have anything they wish to do before we wrap up the session?
Well, now that you know.
Okay.
I can
No.
move on to see.
Good.
Just want to make sure.
We're all going to get paired up based on the floor we live on.
Yes. Wait.
Paired up with
Uh, See, 2 experience points, the 4 of you for a session. And seeing as how there's been so much conversation about this, I think it's time to ask my questions again. In which case, I'll go ahead and kick this off, and we'll start alphabetically with Aaron. What has been your most favorite part of, we'll say, the past several sessions thus far?
Definitely all this shit with Potman murdering Crash.
I
Like,
knew
holy shit.
I knew it.
Hey.
You want to hurt people.
don't
Including your own
know.
character.
We don't know that you killed him.
I'm just saying, suffering is the core of all drama.